apparently. Does that mean it's working? Let's see. See if anyone shows up. I was hoping I'd be able to see something on my laptop. Is there anybody out there? Oh, I bet that sounded gross. One person, 3 people. How is it going, guys? Hello, Trail Kings. How are you doing, mate? Good. Some people are rocking in. Can you all hear me? Give me some feedback as to whether you can hear me and I sound okay and I look fabulous, because I've never done a live before. Kevin Emma. Hello, Kevin Emma. Knowlesy. The Knowlesers. They'll be able to help me. Can you hear me at all? I'll do a couple of... All sounds good, mate. Perfect. Perfect. Ooh, Knowlesy, happy birthday. Looking good. Thank you very much. Walker this way. Emma Knowlesy. Cool. Okay, well, I guess I better start. It is Knowlesy's birthday, so that's cool. Wondering Pop's just dropped in, a mate from over in the States. That's cool as well. So yeah, just a little quick live. I've not done a live before, and I'm almost at 2,000 subs. So it seemed like a good time to do a live as any. I must remember to try and look into my lens and not at myself, which is ridiculous, I know, but there you go. So I've got a little hot toddy here, the drink of choice of the more sophisticated YouTuber. But yeah, just wanted to do a quick video update of what the crack is, a bit of a Q&A. Thanks, Emma Knowles. Yeah, no worries, mate. And Liverpool won, wasn't it? 4-1. Awesome. So yeah, keep getting sidetracked with the comments, but that's what it's about. This is a bit of a Q&A for the subscribers that drop in that want to know anything about the mountain biking side of things. Bit of a Q&A as well as a bit of an update of what's happening with the channel. Now that I've kind of hit 2,000 subscribers, I've got a few little notes to go through. So as I keep things moving, but really it's kind of your live. I've never been live on the channel before, so any questions that you've got, I can see them pop up on the phone here, which is really good actually, and I'll answer them as best I can. But so what we want to do, so I'm hoping that this time of the day I'll catch some of my UK subscribers, and then I think it's kind of like late morning, early afternoon in the US as well, in various parts of the US. So I'm hoping that I'll catch some of my American subscribers having... The chair is sick. Oh, thanks, dude. Jace P. I'm hoping that I'll catch some of my US subscribers having a poo at work or something like that, so I'll get some views from over there. So yeah, the YouTube channel so far, I think my first video upload was on the 20th of March, 21st of March, and it's grown sort of steadily over the course of the year. I'm at like 1,994 subscribers now, which is totally cool. I've not been after any kind of meteoric rise. I don't want to be famous. Any RR merchandise? Yeah, potentially, mate. Yep, stay tuned. I'll be talking about different things that I'm doing soon. So yeah, it's not been much of a meteoric rise. That was Sam Carpenter, to fame with the YouTube channel, but it's been growing steadily, which is what I've always wanted for the channel. I've not really got any aspirations to have millions and millions of subscribers and stuff like that. It's just it's kind of my creative outlet. I've never been much good with a paintbrush, or, I've always wanted to have an artistic outlet, but the actual art, as in the visual art, has never been my strong point, so I've never really done too much of that. And then we actually went travelling, starting from October of 2016. I started writing a blog and realised that I quite like that. That developed into starting the YouTube channel, and then I started making videos, which has been just absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely the best creative outlet I could have ever asked for, and I'm super stoked to be making the YouTube channel, and uploading a couple of videos a week. So that's kind of the background of the channel. Let me just look at my notes. So the channel is one element of like my goals with life in general. So I have a strong desire to continue traveling through Europe. We travelled from the UK where we lived in the south of the UK in Cornwall. We travelled up and then went across into France on the Eurotunnel, down through France really fast because it was rainy and crap, and then we got into Spain, where we now live in the south of Spain. I did a bit of riding along the way and didn't actually start the YouTube channel until the end of that little trip, which was a fantastic trip. And we settled in the south of Spain, and I've got like a real hunger now to continue travelling a little bit. I don't want to travel full time, but I do want to continue exploring Europe and all the mountain biking in Europe, like up in the Alps, the bike parks up in the Alps in the summer. Over in Portugal, I want to spend some time, just everywhere really. So that's going to be like a massive part of the future of the channel, is that we're at some point going to get like a little day van, like a Volkswagen T5 or a little Mercedes Vito, and kit it out for camping, which isn't actually very easy in Spain. Actually, they're really strict with how you convert camper vans and stuff like that. So we've got a few things to iron out with that. But we're actually selling the caravan that we travelled through Europe in at the minute because it's not so practical. But that's going to be a big part of the channel moving forward, is travelling and stuff like that. Obviously, mountain biking is something I'm really, really passionate. So I want everything, all the choices I make in life now, to feed into being able to mountain bike as often as I can, because I'm one of those riders where if I've just got a weekend to focus, my mountain biking efforts into, I quite often... BKXC is sending me some love. Hello, that's Trail Features. Joseph, how you doing, mate? If you don't know Trail Features, I've just noticed that actually, Joseph, that I'm going live at the same time as one of the biggest YouTubers. Here's Daily Mountain Bike Rider. Yeah, so I can see them all coming over from Brian's live, which is great. Brian, send my thanks over to Brian. But yeah, check out some of these channels. That was Joseph. Yeah, BKXC sent me a, hey Kent, how's it going, mate? BKXC, love incoming. Yeah, that's cool. I've gone from 9 people to 41 in like 2 seconds because of BKXC. Let me just think of what channels I'm seeing here. So Trail Features, open up another little window if you're on Chrome or whatever, hit the plus box, go over and see Trail Features. No Front Brakes has just dropped in from BKXC as well. Make sure you open up another little window, go and check out No Front Brakes videos and channel. Anyone else that I recognise, send me another message, any YouTube channels, and I'll give you a little shout out, seeing as you're over here from BKXC. And make sure someone says, go back to see Brian. He'll find that funny. Go back to see Brian and say Reluctant Rider sent us back to say thank you. Mountain Biking Adventures, MTBing Adventures. So that's MTB, all capitals, ING, not capitals, space Adventures. That's another great little channel. Make sure you check him out. Just subbed Reluctant Rider, Daily Mountain Bike Rider. I've seen him. Type that in. Go and check him out. Loads of great channels there. I'll try and link a load of these up in the description below for this live. So yeah, BKXC sends his regards. Yeah, brilliant. So where was I? So I was just talking about the fact that I've done a bit of travelling and ended out. You're from the UK, right? Yes, I am. Bok Orf Ballon. That's a bit of a mouthful, mate. Pedals and Plants, maybe a channel. Check it out. I'll have a look in a minute. Yeah, thanks for coming over from BKXC. That's fantastic. So, what was I up to? So we travelled through Europe. We're going to be getting a day van, but that's going to be for kind of 1 month, 2 month trips, I would say. So that takes me on to the next point. So mountain biking needs to stay a massive part of my life. I've been riding since about 2008 when I built my own Marion Wolf Ridge. It was a 2005 Marion Wolf Ridge. Cost me about 1,500 quid, £2,000 to build that bike, and it was probably worth 600-700 quid in the end up. But I learned a lot along the way. So I need to build my life around Bike Park Wales. Sorry, this is totally breaking up the live, but I want to reply. So there's someone there, should be going to Bike Park Wales in the summer, Jake Sweetland, using your brilliant videos to make an idea of what it's like. Apparently it's all changed, Jake. It's like the start of what used to be Die Hard. In one of my videos, I do the gap jump into Die Hard, going into it. It's the qualifying feature. That's all changed now, and apparently that's the start of Enter the Dragon. So it's all changed slightly now. They've got another, I think it's a red trail called Terry's Belly. If anyone knows anything about Terry's Belly, let me know, because that's meant to be a new really good trail. But yeah, have a great time at Bike Park Wales, mate. It's sweet if you haven't been before. We are BKXC subbers, we are Legion, and we are many. I don't know how to say your name, mate. Hayes 2K5. Thumb smashed. Thank you, my friend. MTBing Adventures, MTB Daily MTB Riders still here. Thanks, mate. Mic is caught on my beard. Can you hear it? Can you? Thanks, Joseph. That might be a problem. I'm not really set up for this live in as it happens because maybe if I let that dangle and tuck it in there. Yeah, I'm not very well set up for this live business because I was going to get a decent... I've not really done many lives as of yet, so I was going to get like a decent, what you call them, webcam, but the webcam on my Dell is terrible. It's one of these XPS webcams, and it's right down in the bottom of the screen, so it's terrible. Subbed, brilliant. So I may well have actually... Let's have a quick check. I've no idea how to put these countdowns up or anything like that, so but we'll have a quick check at my subs. 2K reach, there you go. Carbon Horse Rider, apparently I've done it. You hit 2,000, congrats on the 2,000. Hey Luke, good you are keeping up with the mountain bike stuff. I thought when you started the other business this would drop off. No, not at all. Actually, we can talk about that quickly. 2,000, thank you Wandering Pop. Love you, man. James Price, much better because I've obviously not got the bike swimming in my beard. Mic is sweet now, perfect. Thanks for letting me know that, Joseph. 2,000, congrats, you made it. Getting my new bike Thursday. Byron Jordan. There's another one called Jordan Byron, so that's a bit confusing. But getting your new bike. What bike are you getting, mate? That's exciting news. Only the Bold Project just subbed. Dropped in from BKXA. He's a legend, isn't he? BKXE, thanks a lot, mate. No Front Brakes, 2002. I did mention No Front Brakes. Awesome guy. These guys all... It's a quick little story there, actually. These guys all had YouTube channels that started either at the same time as me or a little bit after than me, or kind of weren't really doing regular uploads with their channels. And all of these guys, like all of a sudden, and it's not a competition at all, but all of these guys like Joseph and No Front Brakes, they all started like really working hard on their channels. Like No Front Brakes started doing enduro racing and stuff like that. He did like a little road trip, and it was just all got really, really good trail features, and they got involved in like this mountain biking community, got in with a few other, did some collabs and stuff like these, and these guys have like absolutely blasted past me in views and stuff like that. They're all doing so well, which is really great. I'm so happy for all of you guys. Thank you, Daily Mountain Bike Rider. I'll catch you later, mate. So what was I saying, and did I tell that story? Yeah, so what was I talking about before? Did the travelling. So yeah, so I really need to keep on the mountain biking. Top 3 bike park you've been to. Okay, gonna have to answer that one. Still missing you Monday mountain bike show. So my favourite bike park is Bike Park Wales, and I've been to an amazing bike parks. I've been to like Val Nord this year. I went to another small one in Cornwall called, what's it called? The new one that's in Cornwall now. I can't think what it's called now. There's a real cool little bike park in Cornwall, but it's not really up there in terms of the big ones. Val Nord was really good, and Glencoe. So I think my favourites at the minute, and this is based on Woody's. Well done, Jake Sweetland. Yep, it is Woody's. So Woody's was really good, but I hit it on a super rainy day. If you've seen my Instagram at Reluctant Rider, you will have seen that I went to Woody's bike park on the muddiest day you've ever seen, and my bike looked like it actually looked like the new Santa Cruz, not the Bronson, whatever it is, the 160mm, the kind of all mountain enduro bike. It looked, that new paint job that looks like quite light coloured clay mud. My bike just looked like that. That was after Woody's bike park. It was so rainy. The bike park looked like it had Nomad, absolutely right. The bike park looked like it had loads of potentials, especially for somewhere as small as Cornwall. It was a real sick bike park, but my God, was it muddy. And ended up absolutely caged. You'll see the photo there on my Instagram thing there, but that's quite a good little bike park. But my favourites have got to be in descending order. My favourite has got to be Bike Park Wales, and it's not because it's like by comparison to Val Nord, it's very different. A lot of people will go to Val Nord, go to Bike Park Wales, and say Val Nord is 10 times better. But Bike Park Wales has got this real great feel about it. I really love the trails. I really love what they've done with the place, and it just suits me as not a mega good rider quite well. I'm pretty okay on a bike, but Bike Park Wales just suits me down to the ground. So that's my favourite. Val Nord is my absolute favourite, because is my second favourite, because it's the first real ski resort place that I've been to. I've been to the Sierra Nevada bike park that you might have seen some videos of, but it's nowhere near as good as Val Nord. The Val Nord was brilliant. And then my third, someone's just asked about bike parks up north. My third favourite, and it's only because I've not really hit many, but it is good, was Glencoe. The problem with Glencoe is if you go to Glencoe for a day, I'm pretty sure there's only 2 trails, and there was only one open the day that I was there, which was the Black. And it's the ultimate experience that I've had where the video turned out to look absolutely nothing, nowhere near as severe as the terrain was. A really great place to ride, but you might end out a little bit disappointed if you travelled to Glencoe from like somewhere really far down south or from a different country. Then it's not so good. But what you have got is you've got the Fort William, because Glencoe's on one side of the same Nevis range that Fort William's on the other side of, I think. So you can hit both bike parks, and that makes it worth it, I would say. And that would be my recommendation for a bike park up north, definitely. So, got a bell, but keep it real. Thanks a lot, mate. Only the Bowl Project, no problem. Right, so if I get back to the other stuff. So, someone asked just now about my business. So, I just started basically like a small self-employed consulting business where it allows me to work from myself. It's remote consultancy. I used to work in the geotechnical drilling industry. I started off as like a labourer offshore, kind of like the oil and gas industry, the oil rigs. I worked my way up the ranks. And then once I got to the top of the ranks that you could get to offshore, I went in the office, had a massive burnout in the office, had to make some changes in my life. But I worked for the same company for 14 years, I really loved working for that company. And what it gave me was like a real good, strong foothold in the industry. People know my name in the industry, and as a result, I now work as a consultant remotely. So my laptop that's sat here now, with that laptop, I can earn enough money as long as I've got an internet connection wherever I am in the world, just by typing on the laptop and working for the different companies that know me. So that's really good. And what it allows me to do is it frees up time. I've got no intention, oh man, anyone wants to be rich, don't they? Money rich. But I've definitely changed up my life so as I'm more time rich than I am money rich. But what I want to do, and it's quite a modern thing I know, is I want to have like multiple revenue streams. So I've got the business running, but I want to have a few other things going so as I can set time aside from, at the minute I obviously have to prioritize the consultancy work because that's how I'm earning my living. So what I need to do is I need to start monetizing the YouTube channel and the Reluctant Rider brand and various other little things that I've going on in the background, so as I can then, have multiple revenue streams and be able to travel and ride my mountain bike as often as I possibly can, which is actually really good because I'm already able to do that. But obviously when I exchange my time for money to the drilling companies that I work for, that's not a passive income. That's me exchanging time for money. I think what you need to have at the same time is passive income at the same time. So as you've got money, you do like a lump of work, and then you have that money coming in regardless of what you do. So I really find all that side of things fascinating, which is what I'm looking to kind of build into the YouTube channel a little bit moving forward. I want to be able to say, right, I'll cap my number of days that I do as a drilling consultant to that, and I'll put that time aside to be able to work on my mountain bike videos here, because it's something that I discovered over the last year. I absolutely love making videos. Like I said just now at the start, for you guys that weren't here, I'm terrible with a paintbrush, I'm terrible with a pencil. I can't create anything beautiful using my hands really. And I found that filmmaking is like a creative outlet that I'm just super passionate about, and I want to keep developing that. And also, the YouTube channel and the SEO and all the technicalities that go into having and growing a YouTube channel, they get a fair amount of my attention as well. Oh, nearly choked then. As well, but nowhere near to the degree that I want to develop my filmmaking skill. When you watch people like Peter McKinnon, I don't know if any of you guys follow Peter McKinnon or Casey Neistat, there's something that really sucks you into their videos because of how creative it is. It's all the little nuances and kind of things that go unnoticed, but that your brain notices and tells the rest of you that was really good. Like, you know, that's where I want to get to with my videos. Still going to be mountain biking orientated, maybe a little bit more on the vlogging side if that's something that you guys become interested in. But yeah, so I really want to continue with that filmmaking stuff. So one of the big announcements from this little get together here, and don't think of it as it's nothing new. It's nothing that no one else has. That, you know, a lot of the other mountain biking channels do it. But crowdfunding is something that us filmmakers or Patreon in it itself, which I only learned about through BKXC when I became his patron, is just a real great way of making it, for me anyway. It makes it so as I can set aside a lot of time to just concentrate on the YouTube channel. Just being able to, you know, battle away in the evening after work and stuff like that, you don't really get the same results as when you can set aside 2-3 days a week and just say, right, this is what I'm doing 100%, nothing else is getting any of my attention. I really love that side of things. So I have started a Patreon account. It's just a $3 Patreon limit at the minute. I've still got to sort out all the different things. So all of my videos now, I'll have a link to that in the bottom there for anyone that does want to support the channel, and the Reluctant Rider kind of brand, if you like. But I've got my goals with the channel aren't to reach 1 million subscribers. It's not to reach £10,000 from Patreon. It's none of those things. It all ties in very neatly into the multiple revenue streams. I'm happy to work for my money. I just want to be able to set some time aside to really focus on the YouTube channel. So with the Patreon, my goal is to get 50 to 100 to maybe 150 patrons, who then, the main thing with my Patreon, everyone else offers live streams and loads of merch and stuff like that, which obviously with the long time patrons and stuff like that, there'll be a bit of that as well. But the main thing that I want to do with my Patreon account and people who support me through that is the first thing that I'm going to do is set up a Facebook private page, which sounds a bit ridiculous given that Patreon is its own kind of social platform built for this very reason. But I think everyone's already on Patreon, you know. Everyone's already on Facebook. I think to give you something else to have to go and click on. Basically, I want you guys to have access to me, and I want to do like a weekly live and a hangout with you guys for the people that become patrons, because I want to get to know you all. Like, you know, 50, 100 people feels like a nice number that we can all chat, and you've got, you know, you can message me on Facebook or on private message whenever you want. I'll do a live hangout every single week on Facebook. And then, you know, with the long-term goal of, like, you know, if it's someone that I know out in the States, if I can pick up the phone to you and say, hey dude, I'm coming out to the States, how about I make sure I get a hotel somewhere near you and you take me out for a ride? You know what I mean? It's like creates within itself there's plenty of these little communities coming up now, which is perfect. But I want my own one as well. Like, you know, I want a piece of I've not really got a lot of buddies that I ride with because I've been moving around and stuff like that. So it'd be real great to have a little community of people that support the channel, that, you know, you've got a place to come and ride with me and I've got a place to come and ride with you. So the Patreon account is live at 2,000 subscribers, which I just now heard that I hit 2,000, which is absolutely perfect. So what else is there? And yeah, just on that, it was like, I've not been working hard to get loads of subs. I've been working hard to make really good videos. I've not been doing loads of real SEO orientated stuff where I review loads of bikes and where I do loads of collabs and stuff like that. I want to have a high quality channel with a smaller subscriber base, but with higher view counts, if you like. So that's my kind of goal with the channel. And then in terms of money, like I say, the Patreon is just one of the many little revenue streams that I want, so as I can do this as much as I possibly can and do it on the move as well. Watty Legend. I've seen a lot of comments from you. Thanks on the congrats to 2K, mate. Thank you very much, Watty Legend. Thanks for stopping in. I'm actually kind of just winding down, I think, unless there's loads of questions. So the kind of end goal really with the channel and everything that's going on is 2 videos a week. I want to be making 2 really high quality videos a week that get lots, like 8-10 hours in the editing process, because I really like... Tell a joke, please. I don't know any jokes, mate. No, I don't know any jokes. Not on the spot like that. Sorry, mate. 2 high quality vids on YouTube per week is one of my things. 1 live hangout per week on my Facebook group. You know, for the Patreon private Facebook group. If you ever want to ride on the East Coast, hit me up. Absolutely will. Watty legend. Thanks a lot, mate. And then 10,000 YouTube subs is kind of the goal that I've got in mind. If it gets bigger than that, perfect, but that's my goal. 50 to 100 Patreon supporters with the Facebook group that comes with that. So the income's going to be like a couple $100 a month, but that just feeds into all the other little revenue streams that I've got going on that will kind of free up my time. And then some apparel and stickers, obviously, for the patrons as well, which I've got to get working on. So that's kind of the plan, guys. Little van to go travelling in. I love you, Adam Loughran. Is that how you pronounce it, mate? Love your vids, man. You make some great content. Appreciate you doing that for us. Do it for me as well, man. I'm glad that you enjoy the videos. It's it's definitely a labour of love for me. So I'm kind of just wrapping up there, guys. If you've got any questions or anything like that, just let me know now and I'll do my best to answer them, and then I shall log off. And don't forget to head over to my Patreon. You can just Reluctant Rider, just search it. I'll stick it in. I'll start putting it in the kind of descriptions for all my videos. First pledge, Wandering Pop. I knew you would be. You're such a legend, man. Wandering Pop has got a YouTube channel as well, actually. It's kind of a hobby for him. He likes to document some of his rides. Had a massive crash on a pivot bike once. That was really cool. But yeah, thanks a lot, dude. So yeah, I'll get some stickers over to you, mate. Make sure you put your address in when you sign up for the Patreon. So any other questions, guys, before I log out? Because my lives, I might do the occasional live on YouTube, but most of my lives are going to be for a kind of smaller group on my Facebook channel once the Patreon starts picking up, so as I can be much more connected with you guys, like, you know, so as it's much more personal and kind of, yeah, just so as we get to know each other a lot better. So I don't think I've got any more questions coming in. Hello from Norway, like your channel. Thank you, mate. Troll026 Trolls. How's it going, mate? Yeah, give us a thumbs up there as well. I'm getting loads of thumbs up. 33. That's all good. Tell a joke. I wish I could think of a joke. And cheers, folks. This here is a hot toddy for those of you that didn't hear at the start. A little bit of whiskey, hot water, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of lemon if you're feeling a bit adventurous. But this is the beverage of the more sophisticated mountain bike YouTuber, I would say. Right, I'm going to check out, guys. Thanks a lot for coming along to my live. Thanks a lot. If you're going back to BKXE now, if he's still live, make sure you say thanks to BKXE. I'm going to pop in now as well and say hello if he's still on. That's it for the live. Thanks a lot, guys. On your bikes. Right, now the awkward ending while I try and switch this off. Oh, Cycling Paul's just dropped in. Hello, mate. He is on. Right. See you, man. I guess I'll just hit that. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?